Welcome back for some A1 for fun. We're in the kitchen with Dave Kiawa of Fine Wine and Good Spirits for some spooky cocktails. Dave, how'd you come up with all these drinks?
Well, I was working in the lab late one night.
So cute. Tell us about your first cocktail.
Yeah, so, you know, when we think about having trick-or-treat and adult Halloween parties, these batch cocktails are absolutely fantastic because they keep you unchained from the bar, which is really good. And the first one I have is called Blood Punch. Ooh. So obviously I mixed this up ahead of time. I want to tell you what's in it. So we start out, now this is punch bowl size, so I put it in a pitcher to make it easier to serve. So we put in a whole bottle of 19 Crimes Punishment Pinot Noir. So this is an Australian Pinot Noir. And these labels that are actually on these bottles, they'll talk to you if you get that app on your phone.
I've done it before.
Which is kind of cool. Exactly. Then we put in 2 cups of Gosling's ginger beer, 2 cups of lemon lime soda, 1 cup of pomegranate juice, and a half a cup of lime juice. Now, what really makes this extra spooky in this blood punch are these lychee eyeballs. Check this out.
Oh my gosh, I was wondering where my eye went.
So these actually are stunning looking, very terrifying, but you take lychee, fill it with a little bit of jam, and then just poke a little blueberry in there.
A blueberry in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me serve you guys up some blood punch and see what you think.
It's so true. When you're having a party, you don't want to be chained to, you know, standing in the kitchen making the drinks. So this is the best idea.
I think it's great. We're going to start off with one, and we're going to end with a batch cocktail.
But I wanted Morgan to grab one of these. We're going to taste this.
You want to try one?
Are you going to grab one?
Yeah, have one. I'm telling you.
Oh, look at these.
Not only are they spooky,
eyebrows.
but they're delicious.
Eyeballs. They look so realistic.
We're going for it.
Oh my gosh. Did that look? Okay, I'm going to do it.
I was going to wear an eye patch today and say, look what I do for this show.
It kind of messes with your mind, though.
The consistency, I'm not kidding.
It is like an eyeball, isn't
yes,
it?
it is, but it tastes good.
When you say it like that.
Okay, cheers. So this is the blood punch.
Yeah, taste the blood punch. So you're going to have elements of the wine in there, but the ginger beer, the lemon lime soda kind of cuts through it. The pomegranate juice gives it a little tartness.
That's refreshing.
Yeah,
and it's pretty easy because you're using that, you know, the bottle of wine mainly, you know? Yeah. That's nice.
I'm going to hop in the middle here, Morgan.
Please do, Dr.
So we're going to make
Cocktail.
number 2, which is Spellbound Smash. So Spellbound Smash actually starts because we're muddling some things.
Okay.
So I have in here blackberries and also a little bit of sage, which gives it a nice fall flavor. So we're going to go ahead and put that into our shaker because we're going to muddle it. We add a ½ an ounce of lemon juice. We add a 3/4 of an ounce of Demerara sugar syrup.
Yeah, so what is that?
So Demerara sugar is actually just kind of sugar in the raw. In other words, unrefined sugar. So you just make a simple syrup out of it.
Okay.
½ a cup of sugar, ½ a cup of water, boil it, and there you go. I'm going to add a couple dashes of Angostura bitters and a couple dashes of Wiggles Orange Pomander bitters. And then finally, we're going to add 2 ounces of Basil Hayden's bourbon. So the Basil Hayden bourbon is really kind of what holds this all together. It is a Kentucky standard, really delicious straight bourbon.
I'm just grinning
for our Kentucky girl
Our Kentucky
here.
gal, Morgan.
All right.
And Spellbound Smash, that's what you're doing right now, the muddling.
Yes, we're kind of muddling this all up. And we would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you muddling kids. Little Scooby-Doo reference for you.
Should we have Morgan do it since she's the workout instructor?
There you go.
Little workout.
Shake that around a little bit. While you do that, I'm going to finish this with a little garnish. So I'm adding a little bit of thyme and sage to the side and adding a couple more of the blackberries.
Beautiful.
So Morgan, go ahead and pour that in. It may be a little difficult because the blackberries will kind of clog that spout.
Oh, I
so
see.
just take it back and forth a little bit.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Oh, that is good.
It really will be delicious.
I can use this little muddler and go, bippity boppity boo.
It's your little one.
We made that.
You are getting into it, Morgan. I like it.
Like the shake weight.
So
Remember
good.
that?
Yeah, you're working out your triceps, your forearm. Okay.
Perfect.
Give
so
it a
give the
taste.
Spellbound Smash a little sip and see what you think.
Ooh, I love it.
It's got the
Very
beautiful
fruity.
bourbon
That's
texture,
good.
but yet the
Yes.
blackberries, the lemon juice, the
The
bitters
lemon with
give
the
it
basil is
balance.
probably very nice as well.
And it has
Very,
a
very
savory
good.
note, a fall note with the sage in there as well.
And it's a beautiful cocktail. I feel like the
is. It
garnish
really
always
is
adds
pretty, isn't it?
a little bit of a touch. Look how beautiful. Stunning.
I think that's great.
Okay,
So
now
let's
we're,
go to
we're giving you the boot. Get
the
out.
boot.
Get out, Dr. Cocktail.
So the boot starts out with 2 ounces of Dr. McGillicuddy's.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, hard to say, right? Root beer liqueur. Wow. And then we add 1 ounce of Di Serona's Amaretto. So Amaretto is
love that.
a almond liqueur from Italy. And then 1 ounce of fresh lime juice. So kind of easy to make. We just pour those 3 into our rocks glass and just give it a little stir, and you have the boot.
So I actually never heard of a root beer liqueur.
Uh-huh. Well, you'll notice because
Did you see me? I'm ready. Dr. Cocktail, I don't feel that well. Will this help me?
I have just the prescription for you.
This magic
Try this
elixir.
and see what you think.
Oh, I feel so much better. Actually, very good. That root beer liqueur is nice.
Well, back in the day, root beer was a medicinal type of thing. They took a whole bunch of roots
wow.
and kind of brewed it, and it was a little bit medicinal.
Wow.
Just like this cocktail.
That is, it's a nice flavoring with the Di Serono and the root beer. I feel like you could put that root beer liqueur in other things too, though. To make, you know, even with like
a lot of people just drink it on ice.
Root beer?
Yeah, kind
You
of
could
like
put it in root beer,
Root
right.
beer with a kick. Okay, and then we're going to do one more batch cocktail.
Exactly. So we have one
Okay.
final batch cocktail, and this is called the Harvest Fruit Sangria. So once again, a batch cocktail makes it real easy to get
Yeah.
away from the bar. Just mix this up in a punch bowl or pitcher and walk away. So it starts out with 750 milliliter bottle of Clover Hill Pink Catawba wine. So October is also Pennsylvania Wine Month here in the
wow.
Commonwealth. So we look at Clover Hill. They are a Pennsylvania winery. So it's kind of nice. We wanted to work them into the segment. Then we add 12 ounces of white grape juice, 3 ounces of fresh lemon juice, 3 ounces of pear juice, 3 ounces of apple juice, and then top it off with sparkling water. All those fruits in there, this should be pretty healthy for us, don't you think?
Exactly.
So let's go ahead and what I did was froze some grapes. So that gives you a little
Yes.
extra ice in there. And of course
Exactly.
you can eat them at the end.
That's nice too, and it doesn't water down the drink
Yeah.
when you have those frozen. I know some people who love wine, they do that, right?
Yes.
To chill it.
Yeah, exactly. So Harvest Fruit Sangria. I don't want to chinch you there.
Yeah, right?
There you go.
Thank you
you.
so
Try
much.
some Harvest Fruit Sangria.
Cheers.
So you'll notice this is overtly fruity. Obviously, we put in all those different fruit juices.
That's so
a little bit
good.
of Pink Catawba, which is a sweet wine. So as it all comes together,
Yummy, yummy.
it's grapey, fruity,
Sweet.
really delicious.
Good.
Wow, that is just so nice. And I love the batch cocktails, totally sold me. Perfect for a party.
Yes.
And you said these recipes that we'll have on our site pretty much serve up to 8, but you can double batch them if you want to do 16 or things like that.
Yeah, everything's scalable. I actually scaled them down a little bit because I had the pictures, but you can scale them up. It's completely easy.
Perfect.
So one thing we want to make sure we say, so all of these are all treats, no tricks, right? But as you're trick-or-treating this year, please make sure if you're enjoying some cocktails to please drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly. We always say that. Dave, if people want to find out more of these recipes, obviously they can go to WTAJ.com or they can find somebody over at Fine Wine and Good Spirits to help them.
Yes, absolutely. So if you come into a Fine Wine and Good Spirits, you'll see experts there at each one of those stores. And also you could check us out online at finewineandgoodspirits.com. We have all those recipes there as well.
Oh, great stuff. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Oh, it's my pleasure, always. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween. We'll be back after a quick break.